I am a single 30-year-old woman with 3 children driving a minivan checking out other dads.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Some men can't get past the fact that I have 4 kids, which is bullcrap.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom.
So I don't need a provider. They don't need a father. So what's the hang up? Because
You said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
I'm 28, a single mom, just divorced, and this dating pool is like not it.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom.
I don't get it. Like, where's the real people that want a relationship? Because I'm not finding any of that.
You said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom.
Single moms here, single moms there, single moms everywhere. Men are always getting a bad rap for not being able to keep it in their pants, but the present Western statistics don't bode well for the women letting it happen. If anything, they seem to prefer a legion of fatherless children. Well, the jig is up, ladies. You're trying to sell used products, and the real men aren't buying. Instead, we're having a good laugh at the mess you continue to make, while refusing to take any responsibility for your past behavior. Without further ado, here's the first set of comments. No dude wants to play on another man's save profile. This song fucks. I've dated 2 single moms. The baggage and drama that comes with them isn't worth it. Never again. Stop getting pregnant by dudes that don't want to make you a wife. This video could have been 8 hours long and I would have watched every second. Me too, brother. Me too. These baby mamas are fuming right now, and I can't lie, it's pretty damn funny. For the longest time, society pretended that getting pregnant was an act that warranted complete and total respect. The issue with this line of thinking is that the process leading up to it is what really matters, not the result. Before we go any further with this video, let me get to the comments of the day. Shout out to Pofilio, who said, calling yourself a high-value woman while having an OF is ridiculous. Those 2 phrases aren't even allowed in the same sentence. Anyway, please don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. I know it's not a lot, guys, but just consider it me getting you a coffee because I respect your comment. So anyway, as usual, guys, I'll be picking 1 comment every day from each video, so leave a comment and you could be our winner tomorrow. So be sure to hit the like and sub button because that helps out the channel a ton. So now let's get right back into the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow.
Next clip.
Mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. Every time, this been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's been looking for me. I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally meet this. He has envelopes full of shit proof showing he's been paying child support. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What the f you doing at the house? Didn't I say don't discuss family business? My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to, no. He's like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. What do you want? Put my son back on the phone. And my dad loses it. Going in on my mom. And I'm listening to my mom. All that slapping, abuse, and beating me up, choking me when I'm on the floor, beating me with belts, wrapping hangers around other hangers. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her. She talked to me like my entire life. He's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you. And I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad or my sister's dad, she would say, we'll never see your son again if you did.
I think this effectively clears up any remaining sympathy anyone could have for a lot of single moms out there. The media does everything they can to promote one side of a story, while burying another. There was a long time ago when journalists shared both sides of the story, but today, they have a message to push, and it's not about the positives of masculinity. This poor guy could have had a completely different life. The stats show single fathers outperform single mothers in practically every lifestyle category. When hearing about his mother's behavior, it's not hard to understand why. The comments are, a salty, hurt mom is the reason why most boys grow up without a dad. There's a special place in hell for that woman. Sadly, my child's mother is doing the exact same thing to me. This video proves all my fears and all the reason more why I have to stand strong while going through this court process. This really hit me in a different spot because I feel bad as fuck for this man, and I equally don't want my son to be a product of this. Again, I wish I could say that this is an anecdotal example. I really do. No man deserves a life without a father, and yet it's now being proven that women are the primary cause of these types of separations. But, like this next clip shows, most of the blame only flows in one direction.
I appreciate what you do. I think you're great for men. But I got a question for you. You are not putting in the fact that not all men are great men, and
You
toxicity and dysfunction.
You pick them.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to hear
Absolutely.
it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how all men aren't great men. You pick who you let in your body. And you pick who you make a baby for. So I don't want to hear how bad they are. Because I'm sorry.
No,
I know
I'm
too
not.
many. So what's the question? Not all men are great men. I want to talk about the men you women choose. I don't want to talk about anybody else other than men you women choose.
Absolutely.
Then what's the
And not
question?
everybody ends as they began. That's the field I'm in.
So what's the
right?
question? What's the
So
question?
my question. Okay, so my question for you is, how do you add that variable into the advice that you're giving people?
How do I add what variable in? What's the variable?
That you have to have a 2-parent household and be married for somebody to somebody, and because that's what it should be. That's what you're saying. That should be.
No. Yeah, I don't know what you think you just said, but I need you to ask. You asked me to answer a question. What variable are you asking me to add in?
The variable of toxicity, dysfunction.
Toxicity and dysfunction have no. Oh, look, ma'am.
Okay.
You're talking about the toxicity. You pick. If you don't know how to pick, no, ma'am. Here's how you put that in. Relationships are reflected. If you pick toxic, whatever, then that's on you. It's your responsibility. You deal with the outcome. You don't blame him for being toxic. That's what you picked. That's your problem.
That's fair. I agree.
So I'm not going to add in the variable for people over here. I'm going to.
Platitudes. Oh, let's check under this rock over here. More meaningless, unfounded platitudes. Women know all the buzzwords to fit their biased narrative, but never recognize the line of decision-making that gets them there in the first place. As Kevin here highlights, plenty of these women leave responsible men for Chads and Tyrones, forget the rubber, and then try to blame their short-sightedness on toxic masculinity. Ladies, nobody is buying this anymore. We know who you're choosing to shack up with. When the smoke finally clears, you try to find a high-value male, but it's too late. You're on clearance, and that's a choice you made. Here are the comments. Exactly. You picked him. You let him smash. You kept the baby. You. Take accountability, women. I 1000% agree. You have a choice in the mate you choose and who you allow in your body. If that person is toxic or abusive, choose better men to date. Be with love. She thought all that fast talking with attitude was going to work. What it boils down to is women pick these men and play victim. There were plenty of frustrated women in the comments here, but I'm not even going to give any of them the satisfaction. The truth is here, black and white, clear as the crystal you're huffing to promote this nonsense. When a real man picks the wrong woman, you always see them take accountability. But when the role is reversed, women try and say that they were deceived. Listen, everything in life is a sale and requires research. These women just lacked the self-control and respect to evaluate the obvious. Another one.
Tired of my husband not doing things that he should be doing, such as spending quality time with me and our 17-year-old daughter.
Okay.
He's just not coming up to par, and frankly, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of it.
All right. Now, what does that have to do with me?
Well, I want a divorce.
You want a divorce because of that? You want to put him on child support because of that?
Yes, obviously. I mean, he is the provider of our home, and absolutely, I want child support.
He's the provider of your home, and you just want to get rid of him like that?
He doesn't take me out. We don't do fun things anymore. And frankly, I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really sure why I'm here. I'm recently retired. I'm tired. I worked 50 years.
Where did you retire from?
From the military.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
A rare case of female judicial outrage. This woman literally just said he's the provider of our home. Lady, what else are you expecting? The guy takes on bullets and artillery fire for years, comes home to retire quietly, and now you're trying to tell the court system that he's an absent father? Seriously, you knew what you were signing up for. If the universe is just, she'll join the ranks of single moms, but not with the benefits this man fought so hard to achieve. But as we know, the West is not what it used to be. Here's the comment section. She probably can't see her side dude now that he's retired. She got somebody in her ear. In summary, she basically wants her husband's money without the husband. Question, how did she cure her boredom when he was away serving his country? She belongs to the streets, he deserves better. Well, excuse me, Helen, make me some tea. This is what I love about the comments. For some reason, this didn't enter my mind this time. Veterans who choose to marry a Western woman often come home to an unfaithful spouse. Honestly, brother, you should get a DNA test for that daughter. There's a good chance she's not even yours. Grab your money and run. Next clip.
Your past matters. You are older. You have 2 more kids, and you expect new men to pay more than dudes that gave you babies. Plus, if I deal with you, I got to pay for them too. So yeah, ma'am, go back to the original point. Impress? Oh yeah. Hell, oh yeah. See, and the thing is, women like you used to understand that you're in a jacked up, effed up position, and that you needed to get out here and impress. But now we've gotten to the point where women like you are honestly delusional. You think that, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Well, show me the result where men are going to wife up obese baby mamas or 2 like hotcakes. I'm not trying to be rude, ma'am, but
no, listen, I called you, so I'm listening. You told me to listen, that's what I'm doing.
But the thing is, you're listening, but it's like, I don't understand why you think having children is no big deal.
I didn't say that it wasn't no big deal, but everybody has baggage. No one is perfect. So
okay, well then tell your son to marry one.
And I'm not trying to say my kids are baggage, but no one is perfect.
No, they are. There are to a man. There are to another man. I've been a stepfather. They are baggage. And see, ma'am, here's the reason why.
I couldn't have said it better myself, boys. Men, if you see a baby mama on your doorstep, make sure that you use the double lock. That's a disaster waiting to happen. The key point to echo here is that women, way back in the day, understood that having a child out of wedlock or running off with them was a shameful act. Most of them wouldn't even bother trying to get another man because society taught them that this was not a viable possibility. Today, they try to use their children to inflate their value, but men who work hard for their money know this is a complete farce. It's no more than a tired hustle. The top comments are, like men don't have children out of wedlock, take the speck out of your eyes first. As a man, boyfriend, a husband, you will never come before a woman's child. Start your own family, fellas. I'm not playing stepdad in this era of women. Stepkids are baggage. Hard truths that nobody else would have said out loud. I'd agree that was once the case, but now we're all speaking up. Also, looks like we have a delusional character at the start here. Ma'am, men do have children out of wedlock. The difference is that if they're real men, they take responsibility for their actions, while most women manipulate the situation for capital gain. Another clip.
17 and a half years married, 4 kids. I begged this man, please, Ken, I've never been out of the U.S. Can we please go out of the U.S.? No. I get a text from him 5 minutes ago. What does it say? Hey, I need your permission. It's in the planning, but me and Eric, his fiance, are taking her kids and he wants to take Kylie to Mexico. 17 and a half years. And now you're giving this woman everything that I begged you for.
I think she meant to say Erica. I'm just going to move past that and get to the point here. I was mulling over this one for a minute to see what I really thought about it, and it's pretty clear that this is the kind of chick who made her husband feel like garbage for almost 2 decades. You see, when a woman is a nagging anchor for that long, men lose interest in trying to make them happy. I guarantee this guy felt that even if he took her on a trip, she'd spend the entire time rubbing it in his face. So, lady, now you are a single mom. Tough luck. The comments here are, he literally owes you nothing. You're his ex. Never trust a crying woman. Did you give him everything he begged for? Never ever trust a crying woman posting online. This recording is exactly why he'd never take you and left you. Yep, excellent points. Gold stars for each and every one of you. I'd say put them on the wall, but she clearly ran through it already. Every one of these chicks does a performative cry on camera. Why? Well, the most likely case is that everyone in her life knows the real story. Now she's trying to garner sympathy online. Shocker. On to the next one.
Sunday through Wednesday?
Yes.
Which means you have them Wednesday through Sunday.
That's correct.
Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
How much is health insurance?
It's roughly $309 a month. She asked me a question.
But she's still talking to me, though.
Okay. I did ask him a question.
Okay.
So, everything that I just repeated back to you is accurate, right?
He has money. He's spending on other women.
That wasn't my question. Everything that I just repeated back to you is accurate, right?
Pretty much.
So I'm confused as to why you're here. Are you trying to put him on
I want to put him on
You want to put him on child support
Yes,
for
ma'am.
the $1,000, or are you trying to put him on child support for something more?
Something more, yes.
Okay, let me move over to, well, before I move over to him, what do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
All right, how much money you make?
I make about $60,000.
All right, do you have access to private health insurance for the children?
Yes, I do, but I'm a teacher. I don't have that extra. That's why the father should help out with that.
He does. He pays health insurance.
Yes.
He just said he pays $309.
Yes.
So you can't say he needs to help out with that because he's already doing it.
You're right, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now, sir, what do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver.
The man is paying for virtually everything, and she still wants more. Guys, this is a constant element in this space. Single motherhood is virtually never something that falls out of the sky. If this clip and all those preceding it prove anything, the baby mama's life is a deliberate choice. This lady is making more than most people earn on the planet, but she insists that the man making major sacrifices carry the load and pay for her staycations. It's an all too common event in a world where women avoid responsibility like it's some spoiled milk. The comments are, I'm hoping the judge lowers monthly support. It was at this moment she realized she fucked up. This poor man having to deal with that. Plucks numbers out of the air. The judge probably won't lower it, although that'd be hilarious. But the chick didn't do herself any favors moving on without legal representation of any kind. How do we know this? Well, she clearly doesn't like to spend any money that she's made. Now, if this was a fresh out of court single mom, she probably would have stolen everything possible. Is probably how she got anything at all to begin with. Another clip for you.
Well, you chose the wrong guy. So I chose the wrong guy because I chose a strong and good-looking guy?
That's correct! You chose an individual based on their physical appearance and didn't vet them out more mentally, and as a result ended up in the situation you're in, aka single mom. That is unfortunate, but hey, the choices you make and the actions that follow, you win the prize.
Now you're a single mom, now you're a single.
This dude's laugh is wild, but he's right yet again. To the single mom, responsibilities are seen as loose guidelines only to be followed when it suits them. This chick talks a big game about shining off Tyrone at the local Wendy's, but apparently she wasn't effective enough to keep him around. Honestly, this might be one of the weakest defenses in this video. You just decided to bash pretty much everyone except for the baby daddy, who, incidentally, doesn't appear to want to be in the same state as you. So no, sweetheart, you did not win. And that's the price you gotta pay. The comments here are, all I heard was, so I'm supposed to just suffer the consequences of my own actions? Thank you, bro. When I seen this, I'm like, how is she gonna turn this shit around on us? So glad you used that song at the end. I love it. If she has a neck tattoo, run, run. Why even bother? That's a good question. If you were to ask me, my answer is don't. This chick is clearly a loose cannon, and most single moms share the same level of volatility. Propaganda tries to make it seem like it's the Chad that made them turn out like this, but we know she was just as nuts before the pregnancy occurred. We don't need any documentation to prove that. Here's the last one.
So one of my coworkers was like, Brandon, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I think it's feminine that you wear a fanny pack, like, no offense. I said, none taken, Melissa. However, I hope you don't mind me saying that I think it's masculine that you have to play both mother and father in your household because you chose to get pregnant by a man that didn't want you or that baby.
Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. You said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Wow, out of the gate from the man himself. The fanny pack is a bold choice if you don't look like Joe Rogan, but the bones are there. In an effort to try to be men, often without realizing it, there are more single moms than ever before. They try to talk a big game about how powerful it is that they have kids, but are quick to turn around the second the going gets tough and grabs their bag. All I gotta say to that is, good luck, ladies. All of us are aware of the game, and masculinity doesn't bend to a lie, not in this climate. The top comments here are, single moms know everything except how to pick a man. Now Melissa down at HR playing the victim. Dancing with the diapers in front of Chuck E. Cheese. This man single-handedly ended the single mom debate for eternity. Any other rebuttals after this is just sound. Bro is diabolical. That may be people, but there's a reason the view count just keeps on climbing. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Single Moms Are For the Streets. Men, it's only up from here, so make sure you don't hitch your ride to a full caddy. Just drive away into the sunset and leave the baggage behind. It's the only way to live free. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.